Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Ann Emanuel. A winter storm watch has been issued from tomorrow morning through Friday evening. Our Maggie Hall has your winter storm preparation guide for the first snowstorm this holiday season.
While the snow is melting on the hills of Corning and downtown has few remnants of snow, the southern and Twin Tiers are expecting 5 to 10 inches this weekend. Travel is expected to be heavily impacted. Ice accumulations are expected on the roads. When driving, having blankets in the car and a shovel could come in handy. The watch has been issued for 14 counties in New York, including Steuben, Chemung, and Schuyler. Stocking up on groceries and other essentials before the weekend is heavily advised. It can also help you and your family to have a bag of rock salt or ice melt to keep the pathways around your house safe and non-slippery. As the snow is expected to be very wet and heavy, power lines could fall, resulting in power outages. I spoke to a local plow driver who said that they're prepping their teams. They expect to be out salting and plowing the roads all day tomorrow and Friday. Having a portable charger and flashlight with extra batteries may be a good thing to have as well. If you do go outside in the snow, whether to have a snowball fight or head to work, make sure you're properly bundled up. For any emergencies during the snowstorm, dial 911. To report a power outage, call NYSEG at 800-572-1131. Well, folks, stay warm and stay safe out there this weekend during this winter's first snowstorm. Maggie Hall, Big Fox News, Corning.
In anticipation of the snowstorm this weekend, Catholic Charities has opened a warming shelter. The station is located at 160 High Street in downtown Elmira. That station will be open from 8:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. It'll be open for days that are 32 degrees or colder, wind chill, or temperature. This building will also be the location of the charity's new homeless shelter, which is currently under review by the Office of Temporary Disability Assistance. A historic home in Elmira was damaged by a fire. The home, built in 1900, sustained fire damage to the roof and third floor, as well as water damage to the whole building. Residents of the home on Church Street were in the building at the time of the fire. They were able to exit the home without any injuries. The cause of the fire is not known. An investigation is ongoing. The Horsehead Central School District is searching for a new look. Big Fox's Josh Feldberg spoke with the superintendent about how you can help design the school's new image.
Horsehead Schools will have a new identity to be used for sports teams, paper headers, field logos, and more for the 2023-2024 school year. The school district is looking for a new image to use in conjunction with the _H.
We are not changing from the Blue Raiders. We are not changing from Horseheads. We're just looking to represent an image to go along with the H for what reflects as a Blue Raider.
The district has had a variety of different looks over the years, such as a blue version of the Denver Broncos logo, but the district wants to create a new official image. A link to the application is available on the district's website.
It has the application process, which is just basically a front and back page. You'd have to sign if you are under 18 with a parent or guardian, because you're giving the districts the right to use the artwork that's created. But really, you just can't use trademarked or copyrighted images. It must be public sourced or original creation. And you have to write a component saying why your image best reflects how a Blue Raider should look and be.
Any community member can send in submissions to be considered. Submissions are due January 31st by 3 p.m. The Board of Education will then pick finalists for the students and community to vote on. The board will announce the winner at its June meeting.
A Blue Raider to me here is all of our students, our community, actively looking forward to have pride and accomplishment in everything we do, whether it's in extracurricular, whether it's in athletics, whether it's in academic. All of that is really the essence of the Blue Raider. But we don't want to sit there and put our views out there of what students want to be represented by.
Josh Feldberg, Big Fox News, Horseheads.
An Elmira man arrested on child sex charges. 61-year-old Jesse Morgan was arrested by the Elmira Police Department for allegedly uploading images of a child performing a sexual act. Police say the arrest was made after executing a search warrant based on an investigation by the New York State Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Morgan is currently being held for arraignment at Elmira City Court. one of the biggest frauds in American history. That's what prosecutors are calling the actions of crypto king Sam Bankman-Fried. Doug Luzader has more.
There are a lot of uncomfortable conversations around here now about what to do with all that money that Sam Bankman-Fried used to curry favor with lawmakers.
We've only seen a bare glimpse of Sam Bankman-Fried in custody in the Bahamas, where he will face a lengthy extradition process now to bring him back to the United States. U.S. prosecutors outlining their case against him and his cryptocurrency exchange FTX did not mince words.
This is one of the biggest financial frauds in American history.
But the prosecutors face some questions of their own because Bankman-Fried was scheduled to testify before Congress yesterday, an appearance that was short-circuited by his arrest. Some believe he could have provided even more evidence of potential crimes. Instead, lawmakers heard from the man brought in to run the now embattled company.
I've just never seen an utter lack of record keeping. This isn't sophisticated whatsoever. This is just plain old embezzlement.
Old school.
Old school.
There you go.
And this is also a story of influence peddling. Bankman-Fried was a huge political donor, $67 million to individual candidates from both parties, but the vast majority went to Democrats. He also gave to President Biden. Prosecutors say it was dirty money used to change the direction of public policy. Should it be returned?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I think there should be some sort of insight of whether or not, I hope, that doesn't impact them doing the right thing. That's all I hope for.
Some have talked about turning those contributions over to charity. The White House won't say whether the president will return the money. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
An autopsy has revealed American soccer sports writer Grant Wahl died of an ascending aortic aneurysm. Wahl was covering Friday's Argentina-Netherlands quarterfinal match at the World Cup in Qatar. The 48-year-old collapsed during the game at the press tribune inside the stadium. Paramedics rushed to perform emergency care, and after about 30 minutes, he was taken to a local hospital where he later died. Social media app TikTok once again under scrutiny from members of Congress who say it's a national security risk. Anna Eliopoulos has the story.
A new push from lawmakers to put an end to TikTok. Republican Senator Marco Rubio introducing a bill Tuesday that would ban the popular social media app over concerns that China could be using it to spy on Americans. The app has more than 100 million users in the United States. The algorithm learns your interests in order to curate the content you see. The FBI believes TikTok could use that data to influence users or even for espionage.
The idea of entrusting that much data, that much ability to shape content and engage in influence operations, that much access to people's devices, in effect to that government, is something that concerns us.
TikTok is owned by Chinese parent company ByteDance. While ByteDance is not officially state-owned, it could potentially be compelled to hand over information to the Chinese government. Several states have already moved to ban government employees from using the app on state-issued devices.
People are posting TikToks in government offices. Perhaps there are people pictured in it. Perhaps there are further posters or images on there that their local government wouldn't want falling into the hands of a foreign country and their intelligence operatives.
Both the Biden and Trump administrations shared concerns about the app's security risks. Trump previously threatened to ban TikTok if it wasn't sold to a U.S. company. A federal government agency also ordered ByteDance to divest TikTok in 2020. But an agreement on how that would work still has not been reached. Anna Eliopoulos, Fox News.
Your complete forecast is next. Plus this.
Americans' budgets are struggling to keep up with inflation. I'm Jackie Ibanez. We'll take a look at ways to better manage your finances in the coming year. That's all straight ahead.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox. Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
After some cool and clear skies over the last few days, an active weather pattern will be taking over our latter half of the week. Now, as we trend through the overnight, we do stay underneath those clear skies through about midnight, and then the overcast skies spread their way in, and the precipitation could greet us for our Thursday morning commute. Note that starting at 7 a.m. on Thursday, we do fall underneath that winter weather advisory, and then just off to the east, we're underneath that winter storm warning, where there is expected to be more snowfall accumulation. Now, why we're under winter weather advisory is that if you were able to see, there is actually going to be some warm air advection. We actually have temperatures warming from midnight through 7 a.m., bringing us close to that freezing mark. But what we're also seeing setting up is that as we still have temperatures, though, looking to be just below that freezing mark close to the surface, we're going to see that we're going to have the potential of a sleet to freezing rain setup. What we have is there's going to be this column of warmer air between the snow showers that are falling from the cloud cover, as well as a cooler air that is at the surface. So that's going to cause for the potential of sleet to freezing rain. And if there's freezing rain and that accumulates on some of those cooler surfaces, there is going to be some of those slick roadways and difficulties before we'll see that full transition of getting that warmer layer out and having our main precipitation type be that snowfall potential. So there is going to be, again, a better chance when it comes to the freezing rain for those mainly underneath the winter weather advisory, especially the farther off to the west that you are. You could even have a few tenths, anywhere from a few hundredths of an inch up to a tenth of an inch of ice accumulation, and then see that transition over to snow showers, which could create very dangerous and very slick sidewalks, roadways, and continue to deteriorate road conditions into Thursday afternoon. Now, by Thursday afternoon, we should see that transition over to some snow showers. Generally, for those that are underneath that winter weather advisory, we're looking about 2 to up to 5 inches possible. Again, farther off to the west that you or east that you travel, higher snowfall accumulation possible. So you're trending closer to that 3 to up to 6 inches possible, closer towards Binghamton. So rolling into the forecast, as we watch this development, there is a good column of some of that warmer air within the atmosphere again, and those temperatures warming with this system. So again, there is going to be that time period of that wintry mix, but you can see the cooler air that takes over there as we step into the afternoon. And then as we head into Thursday night through Friday morning, we will start to see the system dissipate, but there's still some banding features that will keep us under some snow showers as well as some wintry mix. Also note that as temperatures are going to be teetering around that freezing mark, that you are going to note that this is going to be a little bit more of a wetter snowfall, which means that it is going to be heavy. It's going to be hard to pick up, hard to travel through. So those will be some of the difficulties added on top of dealing with even snow showers across the area. So the heavy wet snowfall definitely due to these temperatures that are hovering just slightly above that freezing mark all across the area. And not only there, but they do hold there all the way into the weekend forecast. Now, a lake effect snow event will be setting up for our region, looking fairly dry, but we'll put a chance for a few flurries into at least our Tuesday forecast before we watch cooler temperatures late next week.
Microsoft bets big on the battery buzz. Shoppers are paying up for fast fashion, and why Netflix is teaming up with Verizon. And get this, Prince Harry and Meghan's docuseries shatters records. CJ Papa has today's business briefs.
Microsoft is getting into the battery business. The Wall Street Journal says the software giant is investing in Group 14 Technologies based in Washington State. It's a startup valued at more than $3 billion. Group 14 is working on improving the power and charging time for electric vehicles. Its other investors include Porsche and investment firm BlackRock. Discount fashion chain Zara raised prices, and shoppers were still buying. Its parent company Inditex says its profit rose 24% in the first 9 months of its fiscal year. Online and store sales were up 19% from a year ago. Inditex has recently been adding more high-fashion pieces designed for special occasions. Verizon is partnering with Netflix as it hopes to attract customers to other streaming services. Verizon is offering some of its customers free Netflix premium service for a year if they sign up for another service through its Plus Play program. Plus Play allows customers to manage all subscriptions in one place. And finally, 81.5 million. That's how many hours viewers have spent watching the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary.
I wasn't being thrown to the wolves, I was being fed to the wolves.
The doc is now the streaming giant's biggest documentary premiere ever. That's business. I'm CJ Papa.
Well, with the new year fast approaching, so are those resolutions. And for many Americans, managing their finances better is a top priority. Jackie Ibanez has more.
A new year tends to bring a feeling of optimism. But with the prices for just about everything rising due to inflation, Americans' wallets are feeling the pain at every turn.
Money is an emotional trigger for so many of us.
According to a recent survey by Go Banking Rates, a third of Americans say inflation is a significant source of stress going into the new year.
In 2023, we're not entirely sure what our financial picture is going to look like as a nation and our individual bottom lines.
With rent and grocery prices continuing to soar and already high interest rates expected to rise again, consumers are now turning to an increasingly popular payment option. Buy now, pay later. It works by letting you make a purchase and paying for it later in a series of installments. But financial advisors warn this could quickly lead to more debt.
The research suggests that when we pay now, take the pain up front, and then we enjoy later, we can actually consume happiness a lot better.
To better manage your finances, financial experts recommend finding out what matters the most. Also, consider putting together an emergency fund.
If you don't have the finances right now to create an emergency fund of any sort, then paying down debt and trying to get as close to baseline as we can. This can make it so that those potential future events are a whole lot less financially shocking to us.
You can also try to cut back spending where possible. Money experts say taking a look at subscription costs is a good place to start. Jackie Ibanez, Fox News.
Instagram is rolling out some new features. The company says it wants to make it easier for its users to connect with friends. One new feature is called Notes. It allows users to share status updates by using text and emojis. The note will appear at the top of friends' inboxes. Instagram is also testing new features in its stories, including an update to the Add Yours feature, which urges friends to join in on a trend and share their own version. With the new update, users can invite friends to participate by tapping Pass It On. Still ahead, the Better Business Bureau warning holiday shoppers of gift card scams, what to look out for coming up. Some consumer experts are calling gift cards the gift that keeps on giving, as they are expected to be one of the most given gifts this holiday season. But officials with the Better Business Bureau are warning shoppers of scammers. Joy Dukes has more.
Yeah, shopping for loved ones can be difficult, and that's why retail experts say you can almost never go wrong with a gift card. But consumer protection groups like the Better Business Bureau are warning shoppers to beware of gift card scams this holiday shopping season. Some consumer experts are calling gift cards the gift that keeps on giving, and that's why they're expected to be one of the most given gifts this holiday season.
Gift cards are great to give, especially when you're on a budget, because it really helps you stick to a set dollar limit.
Consumer blogger Andrea Warrock says there are a number of discount deals on gift cards that shoppers can take advantage of. You could even score a free gift card with an item you've purchased.
If you're savvy about it, you can use that free gift card that you get with the gift purchase and give that as a separate gift.
But deals on gift cards aren't the only thing consumers should be looking out for this shopping season, according to Simone Williams with the Better Business Bureau.
We understand that, yes, gift cards are easy gifts to give and to receive. But, you just have to be very careful.
Williams says crooks are using the cards as a way to steal your money. She tells Fox 5 a popular method for scammers.
Thieves are known to remove gift cards from the display rack and record numbers associated with that card.
Numbers like the serial number and activation PIN. Then they wait for someone else to actually purchase those cards.
They can monitor and then quickly use the funds once they see that the card is activated.
The Better Business Bureau recommends carefully checking for any tears in the packaging, scratches on the card that might indicate the activation code has been compromised, or other signs that a sticker was placed over the original barcode. If something seems suspicious, Williams says talk to a store employee. You also want to think twice about purchasing gift cards on resale sites like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or another unverified source. You can report gift cards used in a scam at the store where you purchased it, with your local police department, or through the Federal Trade Commission.
Well, the company has developed an artificial intelligence system that helps you negotiate your bill payments. A company called Do Not Pay bills itself as the world's first robot lawyer. It's launching a new AI-powered chatbot that can help you negotiate bills and cancel subscriptions without having to deal with customer service. Now, once you provide all the relevant account details, the bot can do all the tedious, time-consuming tasks for you, like filing complaints about service, canceling canceling subscriptions, even fighting parking tickets. And for the first time, the AI bot can interact with a representative in real time. The decline in home prices is bad news for some new homeowners. An alarming number of new homeowners are finding out they owe more on their mortgage than their home is worth, victims of a housing frenzy that pushed home prices sky high. An estimated 250,000 Americans who took out a mortgage this year are now underwater. Another 1 million have less than 10% equity. That means roughly 1 in 12 homes bought in 2022 are underwater. Stay with us. We'll have more after the break. And we want to leave you with a smile. A bride has a wedding photo shoot at a children's hospital in Texas. Now, the blushing bride, Riley Wagner, is also a cancer survivor. She says Children's Medical Center Dallas became like her second home when she was diagnosed with neuroblastoma at just 6 weeks old. Wagner says that although they weren't necessarily the best years of her life, the wonderful crew of nurses and doctors made her feel safe there. So much so that when she was driving to her wedding shoot, she pulled over to snap a few photos inside the hospital. Now, this isn't the first time Wagner has paid homage to her second home. She also took some high school graduation photos there. And thankfully, Riley Wagner is in remission. I'm Harriet Wallace. Thanks for watching.